If you call 911 later this year, the voice on the other end of the line won't be in Prince George. The regional district of Fraser Fort George has moved to a new service provider. Now, a Vancouver-based call answering service will be picking up the phone for North District at a much lower price than local RCMP.
In a year, we average anywhere between 70 and 75,000.
Northern BC Police Dispatch is busy. It generates around 160,000 police files every year from 100 Mile House to Dease Lake.
Workstations going to the Central Highway 16 Prince George area on this end of the room. And then on this end of the room we have our Terrace and Prince Rupert pod, as well as our Peace River, Fort St. John, Dawson Creek region.
But that's changing. Fraser Fort George and other regional districts have inked a deal with ECOM, an emergency call answering service out of Vancouver.
That will basically allow them to answer the 911 service and then downstream to whichever agency needs to be sent to, so either police, fire, or ambulance.
Prince George dispatchers will still deal with RCMP calls and then track the status of those files.
The 911 call will be, it's a 3-digit number to dial as opposed to a 10-digit number. So when people dial 911, they can access any emergency service, whereas on a 10-digit emergency number in their local communities, they will only get one specific service.
Fears that faraway dispatchers won't do the same job appear to be unfounded.
They do 98% of the calls they answer in 5 seconds or less. And the NFPA standard, which is the industry standard, is 90% of the calls in 10 seconds. So they're way up there.
As the contract between the regional district and RCMP expired this year, Fraser Fort George looked at other options, and ECOM turned out to be a cost-effective one.
Approximately 50% of the costs that we're paying right now to the RCMP.
The cost will drop from $730,000 annually to about $365,000.
So I guess winter's like...
ECOM provides 911 service for 30 police and fire departments as well as other regional districts in BC.
ECOM services many communities, and that's created an economics of scale, which now we can take advantage of that cost and pass it on to our other partners that we share in the 911 services with.
So this is, the way of the future, really.
The way of the future doesn't mean jobs at dispatch are a thing of the past.
There should be no job losses here in Prince George. We are going to absorb all of the current staff that we have employed into our unit, and we'll, through attrition over the next period of time, absorb those losses.
ECOM will be on the other end of your 911 call starting this fall. Kelly Linehan, CKPG News.